Hello everyone. So we are back with one more video. This video will be on we'll first give you an introduction about trees, and then we'll learn about some basic traversals allowed to us on binary trees. So, what are trees? A tree is basically a non-linear data structure. As we know, there are some linear data structure which includes like arrays and some libraries also like vectors and all. But unlike them, tree is a non-linear data structure. Like so, what's the difference between them? Basically, if basically if we want to access any element in the array, just because arrays are stored in contiguous memory locations, we are allowed to access all the elements randomly. So basically, in one sentence we can say like arrays uh, allows us random access of its elements. But unlike them, trees are stored in non-linear location, non-contiguous locations. So in a tree, there's only one traversal which is like sequentially. We can't access elements randomly. We have to iterate, move sequentially. Then only we can access the element. Basically, randomized access and sequential access. That's the main difference between arrays and trees. So, what are some basic traversal allowed to us on binary trees? Now, what is a binary tree? Binary tree is basically a tree where a parent will at most have two children, and for a sake of simplicity, we call them as a left child and right child. Every node will have either like zero children, one children, or at max two children. No nodes can have more than two children. So it's the definition of binary trees. So there are majorly three types of traversals we do on binary trees, which are pre-order traversal, in-order traversal, and post-order traversal. So what's the difference between them, and how we will proceed in that? Like just to remember this, just to memorize this, we can this one mnemonic: pre, in, and post. Just put L and R. Okay, okay. So just put a L and an R similarly here, similarly here. Then it's written pre. So pre will first put n in the first position. For in will put n in the second position, and for post will put n in the third position. So we can remember like this: for pre-order traversal, we have to traverse N L R. For in-order traversal, we have to traverse L N R, and for the post-order traversal, we have to traverse L R N. So, these three rules you have to remember in order to understand all of the three traversals: pre-order, in-order, and post-order traversal. So, let me take an example for you that how we traverse a binary tree. So for I am taking an example of a binary tree. It can be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are given a tree here. It's basically a binary tree. You may see that node have more than two children, and all the leaf nodes having zero children. So what are leaf nodes? These are the leaf nodes, like 5 and 7 and 8. These three are the leaf nodes having zero children. So in as I said, like in pre-order traversal, we will perform for was our formula for pre-order traversal. Our formula was N, L, and R. So we'll start with the root. So this is our root element. So first N. N basically means node. L basically means left children, and R basically means right children. So in this sequence, we'll process our elements. So first we'll process the node. So node is 1. Then it's left. Then again, remind of like remember this NLR. This is N, this is L, this is R. So again N. Then again go to its left children. So we went to 4. Then again again remember this NLR. This N basically 4. And again remember this NLR. Then if we'll try to go to left children of 4, there is nothing, it's null. There's no left children of 4. So basically it will like backtrack. Not actually backtrack, like we can say, if L does not exist, we'll move to next. Like R, is there any right children of 4? So we'll write 5. So 1, 2, 4, 5. So if we go back, 4 is traverse. If we go back, so left side of 2 is traverse, then we'll go to right side of 2. But there's no children, no right children of 2, so we'll backtrack again. So left portion of 1 has been processed, 1 itself has been processed. So now we'll go to right. So our pointer will go to this. So again remember this NLR. So what will be n of this? N will be 3. Then again go to L. What will be NLR for this? 6. And as we can see, there's no 6 processed for N. There's no left children of 6, so we'll go to R. The 7 is the right children of 6. Then again we'll backtrack to 3 because left portion of 3 has been processed and 3 itself has been processed. So now we'll go to right part of right side of 8, right subtree. So again for 8, remember of NLR. Again N is 8. There's no left child of L, so 8. So we'll go to right side of 8, but there's no right child of 8. So at this portion, we can say like our tree has been processed, and our in like our pre-order is this sequence. So okay, so this will be the pre-order for this tree. Okay, so for the post order, let me erase this. Okay, just erase the. Okay, so now we are ready to do an in-order traversal. In-order traversal. In-order traversal is basically processing the tree in the form of in this sequence of L and R. So in the L and R sequence, will obviously like remember this. will always start with the root element. So for this root element, process LNR. So basically, the first says it says to go to left. So we'll not process this, like we'll not print this first. We'll go to its left. Again for two, remember LNR. We won't process this. We'll go to left of this. So four. Again remember LNR, but there is no more left children of L. So uh, because there is no left children of L 4, so L processed. Next is node itself. So basically we'll print 4 and then go to its right. When we'll go to its right. So our pointer is now at uh, node 5. At the node 5, we'll again process LNR, but as we can see, there's no left child of L, so we'll process 5 itself as N, and then we go to right side of 5, which again does not exist. So basically, this node completely processed has been completely processed, so it will like backtrack. Will go to 4, and we can see the right and the 4 has already also has been processed. So now we'll move to 2, and for 2 we process this left children. So now it's time to process n itself. So basically we'll print 2. Now we'll try to go to right side of right children of right subtree of 2, but there's no right subtree of 2. So basically we can say 2 has been completely processed. So now it will also again backtrack, and then we'll come to 1. For 1, we have seen that L has completely been processed. The left subtree of 1 has completely been processed. So now we'll print 1. Then for according to the in order rule, L, N and R will go to the right side of N, which is basically 3. Again remember again uh, follow the same procedure L and R. So for 3 we'll go to first its left child. Will again go to its left child, but there is no more left child. So for in the sequence of LNR for 6, there is no left child, but there is a like a 6 own. So we'll print 6 here, and then we'll process his right side. On the right side of 7, or on the right side of 6, it's 7. So for 7, again follow the sequence LNR, but there is no left child of 7. So basically there's no left. So node itself 7. So we'll print 7. We'll try to go right side of 7, but there's no as we can see, 7 is a leaf node. It has no right children also. So basically we can say the LNR sequence for 7 has completely been processed, so it will backtrack. So as we can see, the right side of this 6 node has also been processed. So basically we can say 6 has been completely processed for the LNR sequence. So it will now backtrack for 3. For 3, we went to 6 on just because 6 was his left child. So basically we can say 6 has completely been processed. So now we'll process the n, basically 3 itself. So it will print 3, and then we'll go to its right part, right subtree, which is 8. So now we'll go to 8, and on the 8th node we'll again follow the sequence LNR. But as we can see, 8 is a leaf node, so it does not have any left children as well as any right children. So it will basically print 8. So this is the in order for this given binary tree. So basically, you may conclude. I'll also discuss post-order traversal, but at this stage, you may conclude that you just need to memorize these three rules: LNR, LRN. Okay, I forgot for pre-order. The NLR. So this is for pre-order traversal, this is for in-order traversal, and this is for post-order traversal. So if you will remember these three, you will be able to traverse binary tree in all three ways: pre-order, in-order, and post-order. And what we have to do, we just have to remember in which sequence we have to process the element. If pre, then NLR. If in order, then LNR. And if post order, then LRN. We just have to go to each and every node and will process it according to this NLR, until unless we get n for any children and for any node, we won't print it. If it's written L, then we'll go to its left child. If it's written to go right, then we'll go to its right subtree. And if it's written N, then we will add N to the we'll mark visit N as a visited sequence. So continuing that, let me just okay. Erase this. Okay. So now we are ready to traverse, we're ready to perform a post order traversal on a binary tree. A post order traversal. Post order traversal, we know, we have seen here the post order, the rule for the post order traversal is L R N. Just you need to remember this three. LRN. What is the post order traversal sequence of binary tree? It's LRN. First process to left subtree of a node, then process the right subtree of the node, then process the node itself. So according to it, I'll do a little fast now. So we'll go to as I discussed, we'll start with the first root node. So we'll go to root node. According to LRN, we'll first process its left subtree. On the second node, we'll again process LRN, we'll go to its left subtree, because in the sequence L is coming first. So L, then R, then M. So on the 2, we'll again follow the sequence LRN, so we'll go to its left subtree. On the 4, we'll again process the same rule LRN, but as we can see, there is no left child of 4, so it will basically return. So basically, you can say the left subtree of 4 has been processed because there is no child element, no child left child. So now we'll process the right element of 4 because L R N. So right element of 4. So our control of the function will go to 5. This 5 because it's the right child of 4. So on the 5 we will again process LRN, but we can see, so in order to process LRN for 5, we'll go to left children of 5, but we can see there's no left children of 5. Then we'll go to right children of 5 because LRN. So there's no right children of 5 also. So in the end, we can say the all the children, basically the null values have been processed for 5. So lastly, we can process the node value, basically the 5 itself. So basically, the 5 will be our first element of our post order traversal. So it now our control of the function will return to 4, and we can see the left child and the right subtree both have been processed for 4. So in the end, after processing L, after processing R, we can process N itself. So the next 4 will be added to sequence. Then again our control of the function will return to 2. We can see our left subtree of the 2 has been processed. Now we'll go to right subtree of 2 because LRN. But we can see here there is no right children of 4. There's no right subtree of 4. So right subtree of 2. So we can process node itself according to LRN. So next member of our post order sequence will be 2. Then it will again backtrack, and we can see whole the left subtree of the one first node have been processed. So now basically the left for the one have been processed. So now we'll go to right of 1. On the right of 1, we'll go to first node 3. Again, follow the sequence LRN. We'll go to left of 3 because LRN. So we'll go to left of 3, 6. Then again we'll go to left of 6 because we have to process LRN for 6. But there, as we can see, there is no uh, left children of 6. So basically we can say the left subtree of 6 has have already been processed. So now we'll go to 7 because it's the right children L then R. So we'll process the seventh node because the right children of 6. So we'll again follow the sequence LRN for the seventh node, but we can see there's no left children of 7. So now, according to sequence, there's no left children, there's no right children. So in the end, 7 itself will be processed. So 7 processed completely. So now it will backtrack. As we can see, the left children have already been processed for 6. The right children have already been processed for 6. So now we'll process the 6 itself. So we'll add 6 here. So 6 will be our next number for the post order traversal. So now we can see the left subtree of 3 have been completely processed. So now it will backtrack to 3. So according to sequence, the left of 3 will has been completely been processed. Then so now we'll go to right of 3. The right of 3 in the right we found this we see this eighth node. For eighth node we'll again traverse the whole sequence LRN. So we can see there is no left children of 8, and also there is no right children of it. So basically we'll process the 8 itself because L R then N. So L process, there is no left subtree. R process because there is no right subtree. So we'll process 8 itself. So next post order traverse sequence element will be 8. Then it will backtrack to 3. So now we can see the left subtree have been completely been processed. The 8 right subtree has been completely been processed. So now we can say we can process the 3 itself. So 3 will be our next number element of post order traversal, and now it will backtrack to 1. So it basically shows that the right subtree of 1 have completely been processed. So now according to sequence LRN, now we can process n itself, basically the root element, the 1 itself. So this is our post order uh, post-order traversal of this given binary tree. So this was for today. We'll discuss more and more questions, and in the next video, we'll discuss like how to implement pre-order traversal, in-order traversal, and post-order traversal on a binary tree. So till then, have a good time. Thank you.